welcome back, actually.
Thanks.
I think second time I've had you on the Amplifier show. I'm pretty sure you've been to Radioactive other shows before, though. Maybe more than once, more than twice?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Handful of times.
Handful of times. I think last time, if I remember correctly, it was either the last time, or maybe I've interviewed you guys twice, because I interviewed you guys as Brown.
That's right.
And then we talked about why you changed your name.
That's right.
And then you said, well, because when you Google Brown, you don't get what we want.
100% correct.
You don't get the hue that reflects our personality properly.
That's right.
So life is going well, gents.
It's good, yes.
Yeah. We got you're on mid-tour at the moment, which we're going to be talking about very, very shortly. You got a brand new single out.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about the ins and outs of working with a magnificent international producer with that. But first of all, and ahead of the awards, the 2019 APRA Silver Scroll Awards, you've been nominated as part of the 20 finalists.
That's right.
Alongside big humongous names like Anika Moa, Alien Weaponry. Can you beat Alien Weaponry? Can you beat Lady Six? Who else is in it? The Beths I love. Sorrento's been making lots of good noise. Sweatit's in there. Tiny Ruins, Anthony Tannen, Church and AP, totally different kettle of fish. LGS Harding, Avondale Bowling Club.
That's pretty incredible.
And amongst many other names, including, of course, Hardy Unclear, who've been nominated for their very, very catchy earworm, Where Were You When I Was All You Needed?
You got it.
I did. And I actually sung it in my head. Where were you when I was all you needed? There's so much energy to that song. I've always liked your musical energy. I've always liked your subject matter. I've always liked your how could I pull it? Unusual vocal gymnastics. Very unique.
Thank you.
Yeah. How does it feel to be nominated amongst these magnificent artists?
Oh, incredible. Just even listening then to the list you're reading out, I was like, wow, that's a pretty
crazy,
tasty list. Yeah. So yeah, it feels like a real honour to be included in that list. Yeah, absolutely.
Where were you when all I needed when yes, I didn't know.
It requires some unpacking there.
Where were you when I was all you needed? It's an interesting twist to the saying. You know, how did that come up?
I was trying to think of a different way of saying it. And you know, I was just playing around with a chord and sort of stream of consciousness kind of. That line came out and I was like, hang on, what does that mean?
It twists your brain. It makes you think about, hang on, what did he just ask?
Yeah. So then I unpacked it and built the song around the line really, and it was my relationship was long distance at the time.
Yep.
And I just imagined it as a relationship where when you're apart, it's this all you want. All you want is this relationship. You want to be together, and then once you're together, it's like
it's cool, but I also want my personal space.
Yeah, that's right. And actually, the illusion of being apart and being fond of each other is something that's different in reality.
Now, this is your second nomination for the Silver Scroll, correct?
Yes.
What was the prior one?
Wallace Line was last year.
That's right. Yeah. And 2 years in a row too. That's pretty unusual.
Yeah. Well, I think the eligibility period. The single was Wallace Line was out before the album. The album came out after the eligibility period ended into the next year. So that's why two songs from the same album were nominated 2 years in a row.
Right. Now this gets boiled down to I think 8 or something like that. 10.
5.
Here you go. The maths. And then from that they pick a winner. When is that being called? You know.
It must be very, very soon.
Very soon.
Yeah.
Well, best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Hope you make it through the next arduous round.
Thanks.
And it's going to be. I mean, do you know anyone in the panel choosing?
I got no idea.
You probably don't want to.
No.
I'm not calling the bro.
Sneaky weed bank transfer.
I'm not even buying a coffee for anyone, just in case they think I'm going to buy my way.
That's right. Right.
The song speaks for itself. In fact, maybe we should just let it first, eh?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. There is a guitar in the studio, so they're going to make noise, so let's get ready.
Back this mic off a bit,
okay.
And we'll see how we go.
Because he's really loud.
It's not usually in a cooey, but we'll go. Let's start again. wisdom teeth are tearing through our gums. We unpack suitcases, it doesn't end well, we won't lie. What we lay out on the beds, in the way we talk about each other. You weren't here when I was all you needed, but now you need to be alone. So where were you when where were you when I was all you needed? Where were you when where were you when where were you when I was all you needed? Dandelions in the wind, searching for different kinds of soil to take root. And you weren't here when I was all you needed, but now you need to be alone. So where were you when where were you when I was all you needed? Where were you when where were you when where were you when I was all you needed? Well, we were so much closer from a distance. So where were you when where were you when where were you when I was all you needed? Where were you when where were you when where were you when I was all you needed?
Right. Slick, mate. Do you realise you turned it into a bossa nova?
I don't know what happened.
The acoustic version of that one is a bossa nova
I
track.
haven't tried it before, so maybe it is bossa nova.
That's lovely. So that is the one that is on the running for the 2019 Silver Scroll Awards, one of the 20 finalists. Best of luck to you guys. Now, if you want to find out more about the finalists, good people, all that information is on the apraamcos.co.nz website. Or either just Google 2019 APRA Silver Scroll finalists, and you'll see amongst the list, of course, the gentlemen that we have in the studio right here, the Unclear, for that song right there, Where Were You When I Was All You Needed. Thank you so much for that. That was awesome. You still, I'm guessing you're still thrashing that one when you play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's usually got a lot more support than that behind it. So, so tonight shall.
But it's a test to the testament of the quality of the song, I guess, if you can just do it with the guitar and smash it.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
As you would busking, getting lots of dollars for that one. So yes, best of luck for that. Now let's talk about the brand new single.
Yeah.
Julius Caesar came out mid-July, actually just a couple of days back, isn't it?
Yeah, week
Julius
or so
Caesar.
ago, I
Today,
think.
Friday. It says today, Friday, 19th of July.
19th of July, I think. Yeah.
So a couple of weeks back now. Congratulations on that one. And, of course, let's talk about working with Silver Massey now. What it says here, and some interesting information about this lady. Silver Massey began her career as part of the San Francisco alt-punk scene in the all-female band Revolver. In the late 1980s, she became an engineer at Larrabee Sound in Los Angeles, engineering for, a couple of up-and-coming artists like Prince, Paula Abdul, Big Daddy Kane, Seal, and Aerosmith. Her production work with the band Green Jello led her to produce the Undertow and Opiate albums for Tool. She then began to work with producer Rick Rubin. God, that's a heavyweight. Which includes System of a Down, Smashing Pumpkins, Tom Petty, Johnny Cash. No pressure, guys. No pressure. And she's known for having a very unique recording technique. Now, she was here in Wellington. She was up in Auckland as part of the New Zealand Music Producer Series, I believe. How did you end up being in that situation where you could work with her?
Sure. So we got approached by Greg Haber, who does the producer series, and I guess she had been provided with a handful of bands and had listened to some of our stuff and decided she'd like to work with us. So we were approached to do that. And we were like, of course, it's Sylvia Massey. And then so we sent some demos. She asked for some demos. We sent her some. She chose a couple out, and we worked on those. So what it is a sort of a masterclass where she takes producers through recording a song with a band, and so we record, and then she teaches.
So she's basically teaching other producers what she would do if she was just producing any band anywhere in the world, and you just happen to be the band there.
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you get to see her at work, or were you basically on the other side of the glass just taking instructions?
No, I mean most of the tracking was done in the control room. So it was very hands on. She was very hands on producer. So no, a lot of it was quite personal. So yeah, it was an amazing experience.
What did you learn?
Oh,
what did you come away with?
You know, she just from very simple stuff to like vocal technique to using these crazy. She was plugging guitars into cheese, for Christ's sake. It was like crazy stuff.
Okay, I really want to find out how.
Yeah.
As a what?
Well, I guess anything that conducts you can use as a filter for sound, you know.
Yep.
So there was she went and bought a wedge of Gouda, and I put a current through it, and then ran guitar jacks through it.
So she just sort of tested the currents on it to see if it would.
I guess, and it was bubbling. The cheese was bubbling, but also there was this unreplicable guitar distortion that was made from cheese. So
you know it's good when the cheese is bubbling.
That's right.
Wow.
That's when you get the best sound. No, so you can hear that on the single. It's this very gritty sound, and that's kind of cool. It's different.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Something that you would do yourself?
Oh, I don't have the technical. I don't have the technical ability, but I would love to.
What about next time you go into the studio, bro? I've got the cheese.
Yeah. I don't know if like would a hard cheese be as conductive? I don't know. It might have to be brie or.
Yeah, I'm thinking more of something softer, maybe watery. A cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese.
For that folk
sound. Paneer.
Terrible. Fascinating. And was she easy to work with?
Incredibly easy.
Quite demanding, a lot of takes.
Well,
how many cheeses did you have to go?
What was it too? Yeah. No, it was quite daunting. You don't know how someone's going to be to work with, but obviously she's worked with so many people and must be a very good people person to be able to work with so many different artists and is doing what she's doing for a very good reason. That's because she is very personable person.
Yeah.
So she was incredible. She was very, very not very dictatorial. Is that the word?
Yep.
About it. She was very. Would you like to try this? How would you feel if I did this?
So she was finding a comfortable bubble for you. I'm guessing you guys going into the studio, knowing who she's worked with before, would have been a little bit
daunting,
a little bit high strung.
Yeah.
And I guess the producer's job is to really make you comfortable.
That's right. If you want to get performance, if you want to get a natural performance out of someone, you need to make them as comfortable as possible.
Push the right buttons to get the right energy that the producer's after.
I imagine that's the key skill of being a producer is to get performances that are worth recording. So
I'm guessing you're happy with Julius Caesar.
Yeah, I must add that we did do some overdubs
Yeah.
with Tom Healy in Auckland. Originally we had plugged another demo onto the end of that song, and I think mostly that was for reasons of teaching people how to do some crazy shit.
Yeah.
But we cut that and did some overdubs and finished it off with Tom. But
Yeah.
very happy.
Cool. So this comes on you from your forthcoming album? Or is it
No,
from-
it's a standalone single at the
Yeah.
moment. We're working on some other stuff.
Because it'll be interesting because that song you can't really when you, other than making a collection of songs made by different producers,
Yeah,
having one track made by one producer and the rest of the album made by someone else is they're
right.
not going to gel together
It
too
would
well.
be very mean, wouldn't it, to ask someone to
Just
put their
Make
work
sure you
alongside
make it
that.
as good as hers.
Yeah,
alright?
yeah.
Here's the cheese.
That's right. Yeah. What? Yeah, exactly. What techniques are you going to use? Yeah.
All right. So Julius Caesar, the new album, the new single, which is out already, available on all the usual platforms, I'm guessing.
Yes. Yeah.
There's a video for it too.
Oh, it's just an artwork video.
Yeah. What does that mean?
It has the artwork displayed the whole time you're watching.
And
It doesn't move.
Is that going to be the official video?
That's the official video at the moment. Yeah.
What are you trying to say? Just listen to the song.
Yeah.
damn it.
Don't
Don't get distracted by how handsome we are. And so fascinating. Oh, I can't imagine how much how the hairs in the back of your neck must have stood.
Oh,
while
yeah,
being
she
in that
did
studio with her.
She did say there was she slipped in a Prince drum samples, a sample she'd used on a Prince record as well, and wouldn't tell us what, but she said
Probably
it's
not allowed.
in there. Yeah. But it's in there, and so to know that was kind of special to us. Oh shit, that's like
Yeah. So how does that? How do you copy that live?
well,
It's played real good.
yeah, that's right.
Prince would have done it like this.
Luckily, it just sounds like Ben. That's
Yeah.
that's how Ben hitting the drums. So
All right, let's do another number.
cool. Parts of you and I, friends in other people's lives once, or enemies in long forgotten wars, or enemies in long forgotten wars. Julius Caesar was stabbed in the back, you and I, with the oxygen that he breathed as he drew his last breath. Remember, we were infinite density together once. Will you nod to me? Will you nod to me as we pass by in the corridor of time? Contained in a point, singular and joined in the beginning. With a bang, you and I were torn apart. With a bang, you and I were torn apart. With Julius Caesar was stabbed in the back, you and I, with the oxygen that he breathed as he drew his last breath. Remember, we were infinite density together once. Will you nod to me? Will you nod to me as we pass by in the corridor of time? When you're gone, you're still here, transform. When you're gone, you're still here, transform. Yeah, you're gone, you're still here, transform. Yeah, you're gone, you're still here, transform. When you're gone, you're still here, transform. Ooh, Julius Caesar knock to me? Will you knock to me in the corridor?
Lovely. That is, of course, the new single, Julius Caesar, as you may have worked out from the chorus. Do you know what it was about that song that she liked?
No, I know that she didn't. I think she just liked the progression or the melody. I'm not sure, but I know she didn't realise what it was about until halfway through recording it, because she was like, she just took a moment. She was like, "Oh, I just understood what the song's about," and and it took a moment. So that was cool. Yeah. So I don't know why she chose it, but yeah.
Something about the musicality of it.
Must have been.
Yeah.
Maybe the demo was just the best quality demo. I don't know.
Cool stuff. Do you know anyone else she worked with while she was here?
No, I believe it was just for the seminar, and then
Right.
she was out. Yeah.
Cool stuff. Well, I hope. I mean, that's kind of something that happens once in a lifetime, really.
Once in a lifetime, yeah. So yeah, very special for us. Yeah.
Congrats.
Thanks.
Let's talk about the tour now. You are mid-tour. You've done Christchurch. You've done Dunedin. You're doing Wellington tonight. And Whammy Bar up in Auckland, hometown tomorrow to finish off the grand New Zealand tour. 4 dates. That's humongous. You guys all right?
I'm out of breath. Yeah. I mean, and it's only weekends as well, but we're still like, oh. No, it's good. It's kind of been the best way to work it for us at the moment with other responsibilities. So
yeah, understandably. So you're taking kind of a weekend away, gig, come back. Planning on doing more touring? I know winter's probably not the nicest to hit the road.
No. So we'll take a wee break, and then we've got some overseas plans later in the year, and then
how far overseas?
Europe.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then literally the other side of the world.
Yeah.
So all the seas.
Yeah, that's right. That's
all
right.
Done.
And then we'll be back for summer and doing some summer stuff here. So, yeah.
Cool stuff. Now, for this specific tour, you're being joined by a whole bunch of different people at different places.
Yes.
Here in Wellington by Nick and Ruben, it says.
Yep.
Who are a wonderful duo from Dunedin. So
Correct.
you're flying up Dunedin artists to come and play at Wellington.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Well, I guess that answers the question as to why.
No, they're very good. So yeah, you know, it's just nice to bring up other people as well, and so yeah, I think, and they were going to make it for a very good night. So yeah, I thought it was a good match.
Okay, undertheradar.co.nz to purchase your tickets. I don't have the prices in front of me, although whatever it is, I'm sure it'll be well worth it. Around about $50, $60. What are you guys up to at the moment?
No, it's about 20. I think you can still get GAs online. They're about 20 plus booking fee.
See what I did there? Just made everyone feel like
that was incredible. That was
a deal right there. That much? No,
that was
$20.
Smart.
Hey, I can do that.
Hey, I just learned something.
Shoot high and then sort of.
Yeah.
Don't.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing, isn't it? It's like, that was actually a Girl Guide's strategy. Is that you offer the big package of stuff first, right?
Yeah.
And then nobody's ever going to buy it, but it makes them guilty enough to buy the lowest value thing. Excellent.
What is it called? Marketing. Subliminal psychology or something. There's something.
Yeah.
There's a technical term for it. I'm sure.
There is.
I think we all know about these things without knowing the name of them.
Might be bait and switch. No, that's something.
Yeah. There's a song in there somewhere, I'm sure.
There is, yeah.
And
I'm
if there's anyone that's going to go do a catchy hook for it, it'll be Hardly Unclear.
We'll try.
All right, gents, 26 minutes into somebody else's show right now. Actually, I'm biting into Amy's flow show. This is a very extended remix of the Amplifier show. We've got Hardly Unclear. In fact, Michael on the guitar and vocals, and Ben adding additional percussion.
Yeah,
cheers.
necessary.
Anything that people need to know about the gig tonight before we wind it up, gents?
No, we've got lights and haze and good times. So, yeah, it's going to be a great show. And Soul Dropper playing as well. So, yeah, it's going to be just a fantastic evening. I think 9 o'clock first band, and we'll roll from there.
Awesome. Hardly Unclear in the studio, in the area, around the country, showcasing their brand new stuff, and I'm sure some of the old stuff, and the ones, of course, up for nomination. Wouldn't not play that one, would you?
We have to, yeah.
Look forward to seeing you guys in the summer, mate. All the best when you go overseas, and all the best tonight in the Meow.
Thanks so much.
Meow Wellington, of course. Undertheradar.co.nz for your tickets. $20, cheap as chips, gents. To move your hips, as I like to say. Gentlemen, thank you so much.
Thank you. Sorry we're late.
All good, mate. We'll blame the airlines. it was actually their fault.